Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Beth and I am so happy to see each and every one of you here. It has been a few days since I have done a video. I had some kind of stomach, I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't feeling good for the last couple of days. I feel thankful. It was just, I took some Culturelle. I didn't eat much. I started drinking a bunch of water, and I'm feeling, this is the first day that I've actually gotten out and did anything, and I'm feeling really good. But I'm also way behind, and y'all know that I've got to move out of one booth, and I've got to move into a really big booth, and I'm trying to get everything together, and I'm so far behind. This video is going to be wacky. I'm going to be jumping from one thing to another to another. I don't have a clue. What I'm going to do is I'm just bringing you along on my little crafting session. I'm going to be finishing up pieces. I'm going to be starting new pieces. I may not finish them. I may move into, I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to get done. There will be some upcycling. There will probably be some resin pouring for the 10-minute cure for different pieces. There may be some clay making. I do have a small Temu haul, very small, and I will show you what I got, but we're not going to be trying them out tonight. It's going to be just a jam-packed, filled, let's hang out with Beth and craft tonight. That's basically what it's going to be. I'm going to bring you along with what I'm doing. And I've got a bunch to do. I won't get it all done tonight. I wish I could. I did want to show you. Let me walk in here. Okay. And I'm going to flip this around. I got some crates from Michael's. I got 12 of them. There's some more right there. My idea was that I was going to make a shelf out of these crates, which I'm still going to do, but I have them stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high, and then I was going to take L brackets and put them in here, which I've got, and put another shelf in those 3, because I've got them turned tall this way and wide that way. But I ordered 10-inch legs to go on there to bring them up. So if I'm going to bring up 10 inches, I'm going to get rid of this one right here, which means that I have 4 more left where I can make another one. And I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to stain these, and then I'm going to dry brush white over them. But I'm also going to be pouring some 10-minute cure polyurethane resin. And we're going to use the Bond Crafter. That will be, it won't be the real review, but we're going to use the Bond Crafter 10-minute cure resin and see how it works. And we're going to be putting like a scroll or some kind of border on the top right here to make it just a little bit more cottagecore. And when I start this, I'm going to glue these 3 or these 4 together. I'm going to wait until I get the legs in, which will be tomorrow from Amazon, to see how much it brings it up. But I think I'm going to leave it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 of the ones turn the long ways. And what I will do is I will glue those together, and I will glue those together. I will screw this so I can take this apart. Part of me doesn't even want to glue this. Part of me just wants to screw it so where I could take it totally apart if I wanted to. And I might do that. I don't know. But that is what I've been working on. And One came in broke. I don't know if I showed this to you, but one came in broke. See that? But Michael's was great, and they sent me a gift card for $15 to cover it. I also want to show you one of the things that I bought from another vendor at the same booth. Look at that. Look at that. That, let's see, a little bit above my waist. Can I turn it that way? Oh, that's probably going to mess up the whole video, isn't it? But you can see it better that way. Yeah. I was happy to get that. And what did I pay for that? 30 or 35? I don't remember. But I was very pleased. The bottom measures 23 inches in diameter, 23 inches across. And then it tears up. And I was real happy with that. I think that's the only thing. Oh, I bought two ladders, two old looking ladders. They're just flat today, but they're still at the booth. And I got those because I'm going to hinge them together and make a little ladder and put slats in it and make another shelf. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to, let me flip this. I'm telling you, I'm going to be spacey tonight because I've got this we worked on the last time. Now I got the back on. I messed up and hit a staple where I shouldn't have. It's okay. I'm going to fix that, and then I will just add a little paint, and you won't ever see that. I Mod Podged the front and the back of this paper onto cardboard, and then of course you can see, and I probably put way too many staples, and then this right here is where the cardboard is not hitting, so there's no open where the light can't get through, and it looks. And then I will put brown paper all the way over the back, and it will look totally finished. And then I've got to put a sealer on this, and I think what I'm going to use is the Rust-Oleum matte varnish. And then this right here is done, I think, but I've got to put a sealer on that. Oh, let me show you. This is a lamp that Dan brought from the dump. That's going in the booth. That's pretty cool. It's going in the booth if it works, but that's pretty cool. And that's an older one. You can tell by the plug. See? Plug. You can always tell by the plug. And yeah, there's a little bit. It's well loved. Oh, and I've got some other news. Yeah, I'm just going to be blabbing like crazy tonight. I decided to have a name that was more booth oriented, but I did keep Southern Lady in there. Let me go ahead and put this up. I did keep Southern Lady the name. I ordered a metal sign off of Temu, no less, 36 inches long, and I came up with a name. I went back and forth. I didn't want something that was cookie cutter, you know. Yeah, they're out there, but I wanted to keep Southern Lady, and I wanted it to be where it'd be vintage, you know, stuff like that, but also my art. So I came up with Southern Lady Studio and Salvage, and that is what SLSS. I think that is so cool. But I came up with that. I put it on there. I got my sign ordered. It's going to take 2 weeks to get it. I'm supposed to be able to move into the booth on February the 1st. This is the 20th. So I should have it about a week after I'm there. It'll probably take me that long to get everything situated anyway. I'm real excited about it. I will show that to you when it comes in. It is local, but because they have to make it, they're saying it takes up to 14 days to ship. So we will see how that works, but they had good ratings. So I will show you that, and I'm excited about that. Let me know what you think of the name. Southern Lady, Studio, and Salvage. That way the studio covers the art part and the salvage covers the vintage and antiques. Okay, we have this right here. We did this too. I need to put a sealer on the paper. The paper's been on there for several days now. This is old Varathon matte varnish. It's a water-based varnish, and oh, I can't even get the top off. Oh my word. And this is a new jar, so I don't know why the top is stuck. There should be no varnish up underneath this lid, so I don't know what's happening here. And woo! Now it's so hot I can't. Okay, there it goes. And I left all my good brushes. I took all my brushes upstairs and I cleaned them all. And I left them all upstairs. So I'm limited on what I've got for brushes down here. Oh my. Oh no. No, turn off. Oh, good gracious, Beth. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, I'm getting something all over my hands. Probably varnish. This is not good. I can't get it to turn off. Okay. That was the bubble remover machine. I hit it, I guess, and I should move it out of my way. And I think I will. I think I'll move it over here and get it out of the way, even though it's unplugged. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if this little thing works. Oh, this is goopy. I hope I don't ruin this, but oh well. If I do, I do. It's soft, so maybe it will be okay. This is matte. I want it to dry matte. I'm not done with this, but I definitely want to put a sealer on the paper. So I'm just going to put a sealer in all of it, and then I can keep working on it and putting more distress and wax. That way it doesn't absorb into it. Now I am going to buy, I don't have any right now, but I am going to buy some Rust-Oleum matte clear finish and try that out. Now this Varathane matte, I've got the matte and the gloss, I've had for a long time, and it was almost goopy, and I added some water and let it set for a couple of weeks, and then I took some out of the jar, and this is what you see, and it's a lot better than it was when I found it. Now I'm hoping it's not too old. I'm hoping it does not goop up but so far so good. It's brushing out. I am using a very soft brush, so it's not dragging on me. And I'm sure you see that deer setting right there. Now for all y'all that watch my videos, you know that I got that deer on a haul video. Now you may not recognize that deer, because that deer didn't look anything like that right there. That's the one that I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? It's got a broken antler. And then it was like, well, I think maybe I can fix that And I did, and I'm real happy with that. I'm not through painting it, but I decided to paint it brown, and then I wanted to dry brush. And I'm going to get in these corners. And make sure there's no goop. I don't want there to be goop. Even though we're going to be distressing this, and we're going to be adding some clay and stuff to this. I don't know, clay or resin. But we're going to be adding stuff to this. But we've got to put this on there first. I want to do a shout out to all my members, Best Golden Circle. I haven't talked to them in a couple of days because I've not been feeling good. Dana, thank you so much for sending me messages. And Donna, thank you so much. I've not responded. I've hearted, but I've not responded because I just was not. When my stomach is bothering me, that's the worst thing for me. I do okay with most things, but when my stomach is, all I want to do is lay in bed, and that's pretty much all I did. But I do appreciate it, and those are the two that said, we hadn't heard from you. Dana's the one that said, Beth, you okay? We haven't heard from you in a few days. And they are two of my members on Best Golden Circle. And I just want to say thank you so much. And we lost two members. We lost Laura. Love for Food is no longer on there. Laura, that's okay. I still hope you're watching the channel, though. I'd hate to lose you as a subscriber. And for the love of me, I cannot figure out who the other one is. It's showing 20, but it's showing the number 20, but it's only showing 19 names. And I can't figure out who the other one is. Now, I figured out Love for Food, Laura, was not on there anymore. And please forgive me, but there is one other person that we've lost, and I eventually will figure it out. And I do understand. It is quite all right. Please note that I do not get upset if you try it out and then you decide it's not for you. That is fine with me. I appreciate you trying it out. That was cool. So thank you very much. But I hope you're still watching. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and let that dry. And I don't know if we'll go back to it tonight because it needs to dry. But I'm not going to do the church because I don't have a good paintbrush down here. And I forgot to bring my paintbrushes. And I don't want to have to go. And every one of my big paintbrushes is upstairs. Every one of them. Okay. And I'm doing this just to get, I don't want to ruin, and boy, I did. I ruined a bunch of paintbrushes. Thankfully, they were not any of my good ones because I don't really use my good paintbrushes for this kind of stuff. Some of these paintbrushes I've had for over 20 years, y'all. Okay. And we are going to close that up right now. And then I left this open. I'm going to have to get some more of this. This terracotta, I love this paint. We'll go back to this deer. This deer I got at Goodwill. it was acrylic. It wasn't resin, it was acrylic. It was broke right here. This antler was broke off. I sanded it down and made it look, I put that point on there because it was blunt. I put that point on there, I sanded it down, and it looks like it was meant to be that way. You know, some don't have, you know. And I didn't have to fill that in or anything. The paint was thick enough. It worked, and by the time I dry brush and stuff, and there's no paint on this. There is no paint on this right here, and this is just one coat. But you can't tell because it's acrylic. It was clear. There is velvet with all this stuff on the back. I scraped it right off. It came off. This had like a seam. I just did not like the piece, so I'm changing it to what I want. And if you want to know what this looked like, if you don't remember, go back to that video. It was my last haul video. And I don't know where the brush is I was using for this. I think this one will work though. This is thick, and with this paint, you see what I'm doing? I'm not going this way. I'm sort of pouncing. That's a good word. Or stippling, but I pouncing. I'm pouncing the brush. I don't want it globby. So I'm making sure it's even, but I'm still pouncing. And it's causing a texture, which I want, because I'm going to be dry brushing this. And I do want a texture down here, right along with the texture that's going to be on the deer. And this is really, really good paint right here. I've got more paint coming. I've ordered some Terra clay paint, which the paint actually has clay in it. I'm excited to try that. Of course, I got this Rust-Oleum Farmhouse Red. That's chalk. We're gonna be painting a little shelf with that tonight. And anything else I come across that I feel like I need to. I've got over 100 pieces that I want to get done. Either before I open that booth or shortly after I open that booth. And that's in between trying to get shelves and stuff. Thankfully, I'm able to buy some really cool shelving, so I don't have to try to make everything. And then again, we've got snow coming here. And part of me is really excited, and the other part is going, nope, I don't want snow right now. Nope, I got too much to do. Nope, this is coming at a bad time. And then I'm thinking, well, Beth, you got to get all this stuff done anyway. Just make sure you've got all the supplies you need to get everything done. And if I'm stuck in the house for 3 to 4 days, then maybe that's okay. Which, if it snows here, the town shuts down. I mean, it really does shut down, y'all. It's like we could have 2 inches on the road and our town shuts down. It's crazy. Nothing's open. It just all comes to a halt. and they don't go out and plow the roads. Now, they will put salt down, or brine. That's what they call it, brine. It's a liquid salt. But the problem with that, the problem with brine, is if you get any kind of rain prior to the event, then a lot of that gets washed away before it actually gets here. And if the temperature drops low enough, that doesn't do a darn bit of good. And the problem this time is the temperature is going to plummet to the point where they're saying that this is supposed to happen either late Friday night, all day Saturday, and into early Sunday morning. The low Monday morning, when we wake up Monday morning after all this happens, is going to be 3 degrees. Well, anything that's on that road, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere for Monday. It ain't going nowhere for Tuesday. And it probably is not going anywhere for Wednesday. And it may be Thursday. So, you know what? The only thing I'm concerned about is making sure that we have enough food in the house. And no, we're not going to run out and get bread and milk. And I just want to make sure that we have enough food because of the way we eat. You know, it's not like we can just grab, we eat certain foods, and I've got to make sure that I have all that. So we will have that. Bread, I don't ever have to worry about having bread. We don't eat regular bread. I make shuffles. And I don't need, if we have eggs and butter and cream and our meat and the veggies that we eat and blueberries, which I have a whole big thing of wild blueberries in the freezer, so we're good on berries. And if we have coffee, and I have my Aleos and my mushroom coffee, we're good to go. And so I may have to check, make sure we have plenty of eggs, we have plenty of bacon, we have plenty of chicken, we have plenty of beef, we have all that. So I made shuffles tonight. Oh, they were so good. I think I'm going to make some shuffles for breakfast tomorrow and put bell pepper and sausage. I'm going to crumble up sausage with bell pepper and onion and put those in the shuffles with the cheese and just have like a breakfast shuffle with sausage. Because I plan on doing a lot of running tomorrow. I am going to Michael's to get another crate. I'm also going to stop by Hobby Lobby and get me some Mix-to-Mold. Because I want to do some videos with Mix-to-Mold. I do need to do a couple of videos. I still have not forgotten the into resin mold that they sent me. They were so very nice to send it to me. And I am going to get around to doing it. I feel bad that I have not done it yet, but I want to do it right, and I don't want to do it in a rush, or so, but that will happen. Okay, I think I've got the second coat good enough. I'm telling you, I love this paint. This was clear acrylic. Now I am going to have to seal this. But it covers so good. Okay, and I am taking this. And I meant to bring me some water down here. You know, I have a sink right in there, and when we get that all cleaned out and ready, it will be so nice to be able to run in there and get my water and stuff. And do my cleanup right there. Oh. Oh my, what was that? Oh, that was from See, I still have a whole bunch of paint on there. I just don't want to ruin brushes. Tonight, later, when I get through, I'm going to be doing some small watercolor. I won't be doing it on video this time. I will show you what I do, but I will start doing a couple of watercolors on my videos too. Just for the ones that want to see that. And we will be getting back to polymer clay, y'all. I've got some Valentine earrings I want to get done. I ordered a Snoopy with a heart. I'm hoping it gets here in time to do some Valentine earrings with. If not, that's okay. See, I make a mess. And I know I should wear gloves, but I'm just not. I like doing everything without gloves because I'm sort of a touchy-feely type of person. Okay. And the good thing is this is fairly easy cleanup on my hands, so I don't worry about that. I did have to get some new nails for all of y'all, and so a lot of y'all asked me about my nails. I wore them for 2 weeks, and I had to pry them off. I used the glue remover, but they were getting a little worn looking. And I probably could have put polish on them because they didn't crack or anything. But I just opted to put new ones on, and I actually did that this morning. I pulled out some of my old rings, y'all. I've had this ring for 30 years. That one right there. It is a true topaz, and it is sterling silver, but it is also an Avon ring. Now, I used to sell Avon years and years and years ago. I was actually a unit leader. I had people under me. I went to all the Avon conventions. But before I started all that, I was a true Avon lady. I won a lot of the Miss Albee figurines. I loved them. Oh, I loved them. Starting out, me and a friend of mine, we would help each other, and we would roll our books up. We'd put them in plastic bags with our labels on them, and we would hit the road, and we threw them from the car. And we would do her area, and then we would do my area, and we went to conventions together. Her name was Miss Lynn. They were fun days. And some Avon jewelry is really, really, really gorgeous. Some Avon jewelry is really not good at all. But I have a few pieces that I bought. But all my pieces that I kept with Avon is true stones and true silver. They are silver. I'm not a gold person, never have been. And this one had been sitting in my jewelry box, and my jewelry box was my mother's jewelry box. So that is old too. I'm trying to get, I've got glue, look at that. I've got glue and everything else on these nails. And I am just a yapping tonight. Oh, let me tell you. But anyway, when I pulled this out of my jewelry box, it was tarnished. It looked almost as black as the deer. And I thought, oh my. So I have a polishing cloth. And it took me a while. I don't wear jewelry much. And I normally don't wear big jewelry. But every once in a while, I'm just in the mood to do it. And I love this. And it's been years since I've wore it. But I'm glad that I opened it up and saw it. So you'll see me with this on for a while. And yes, I have people that ask me about stuff like that too. So I just talk about it on my video. Okay. Somebody today told me, said, Beth, just be you with your booth and you will do wonderful. And I said, you know what? I said, that's so funny. I said, I'm a YouTube channel. I tell everybody just to do you. Always do you. I mean, I don't know how else to be. I have to be me. I mean, I just, yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of high hopes for this booth. I'm paying high rent. To me, it's high rent. I don't know. $310 a month. That's, to me, that's high rent. And I don't want to just sell enough to pay the booth fee. I want to make some money. I want to have money where I can put back and do some things I want to do. And for anybody who thinks that having a booth is easy, it's not. It's a lot of work. Okay, I need to set this over here. And we are going to grab what color, y'all? What color should I do this? I want to do this red, but everything I'm doing is green. Stormy Seas, that's close to that. I sort of like that too, but I really like the vintage egg. Where is that? That's Savannah Mist. Where's the... Ooh, I sort of like this too. That's a cactus. But where's the blue? The duck egg blue. Oh, there it is. Vintage duck egg. I really like that too. But I don't want to have all the same colors either. Maybe I should go with a tan. Willow Glen. Let's put some of that on there and just see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I can always take it off. Right? Right. Oh, we can sort of mix it. Let's try mixing some colors. Stormy Seas. I've not tried that. Okay. Let's get this open. I need to get another good brush. I really hate that I left all my brushes upstairs. Because having a good... You know what? I'm going to pause this. I'm going to run upstairs and get my brushes. Okay, I got my brushes. And more brushes over here. But I need... Oh, let's use this one. That's a well-loved. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, I got a whole lot more paints coming. I got more molds coming too. I'm so excited, y'all. That's sort of... Okay, we're gonna just have fun. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have fun. Okay, let's put some of the... Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like this color. Ooh, I like this color a lot. Okay. I like taking things and changing them up just by paint. Paint will make something look so different. And I'm trying not to, I don't want it on the screen. I do not want it on the screen. But since it's old, you don't have to worry about if you don't get all of it painted, it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. Because it's old, right? Yeah, right. Okay. See, I hadn't used that color, but I really like that color. I'm going to keep the paper towel in between my legs. When I need it, I'll know where it's at. Have y'all ever done that? I'll be glad to have my space in here. My goal is to get all my eBay stuff out of that storm cellar down there and be able to put all my molds and stuff like that in there, to open this up, to give me more work area where I can start doing bigger things and bigger pieces of art. And I want to do some pour paint, which Donna is so good at that. I've never done it before, but I think I would love doing it. This is the one that I had to glue, and it was all coming apart. And it's been drying for several days. And little things like this, it doesn't take a long time. It really doesn't. It's just getting them done. And it was so funny. Laura says something about a chicken. I said, I have a chicken mold? Really? I do have a chicken mold? It wasn't a chicken mold, it was a pig. But now I feel like I have to go buy a chicken mold. I actually have 20 molds in a cart on Etsy right now. But it's like $470, which I will not spend all at once. But they're in my cart, and I'll buy a couple of them, and then I'll wait a few weeks, and if they're still available, I'll buy a couple more, because they're all Zuri molds. And if y'all have never heard of Zuri, I would suggest, they're cheaper than IOD and redesigned with Prima molds. They are cheaper. They're normally between $19 and $26 a piece, but oh my goodness, the molds are amazing. I mean, they are amazing. The weight of them, the texture of them, the detail outweighs any mold I've ever bought before. Zuri has the most detailed molds of any other company I have ever had the pleasure of playing with. They are exceptional, and so their prices are not bad at all. Not for the quality you get. Okay, and I am just taking the paint, going through the top, because I don't want to put, and I may not like this over it, but if I don't, then I can always put more grain. I'm not dry brushing. This is too heavy for dry brushing. If you ever hear somebody saying, I'm dry brushing, this is not dry brushing. My paintbrush is not dry. My paintbrush has got a lot of paint on it. I'm not painting it solid. You know, leaving some color through, but this is definitely not dry brushing. So please do not. I know a lot of people do that, and it drives me bonkers, but of course I'm not going to leave a comment saying, no, that's not dry brush. I'm not going to do that. That's not my place to do it, but it is my place to teach y'all what is right and wrong. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Not to teach you, right, well, yes, an art. Okay. In my opinion, anyway. Never mind. Let's move on. Oh, I think I'm going to have to turn that heater down. Oh, it's because my adrenaline is just, it's up there, let me tell you. I sort of like that because it's real close to, can I get, let me see if I can do this without messing it up. Can I just get a little bit of that? Nope. I don't want to cover the black. Nope. Poop. I gotta get a paper towel. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't want to cover it up. I don't. But I thought maybe I could get and I want the little nail part showing too. So I'm going to try to remove there we go. I wonder if I could get the crackle going. Let's see if it will crack. I think it's already too dry. But let's just see. Okay, it's bubbling. Ooh, I might get some cracking in places. Oh, it's bubbling there. Okay, cool. Oh, boy, it stinks. Woo-wee. Okay. Come on. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm scraping it with the oh, there we go. Oh no, I got something in there. Okay, I got it out. Just putting it in some heavier than others, but definitely not a dry brush. Oh, poot, you're not even seeing this, are you? I'm so sorry. Go ahead and now this is the back, so I'm not going to add the other color to this, but I am going to just do this to sort of blend it all together. And this is more of a dry brush, but even now I'm going to add some heavier. On dry brushing, you wouldn't want this to be this heavy. I'm trying to make it look similar to what I have on the front. So you got some heavier spots, and then you have some lighter spots. Oh no. There it goes. Okay. Okay. What am I looking for. See if I've got my hammer. I had a hammer, all over this land. Okay, sorry. I won't make you listen to me sing no more. I can't find my hammer, y'all. We were using it to try to tear apart. No, we didn't use my little one for that. No, it should be over here. Where's my hammer, y'all? There it is. I found my hammer. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I do like this better. I need to add something to it though. And I'm not quite sure. So in the comments, tell me what you think I should add to this door. And y'all, I don't have a chicken, so don't say chicken, okay? Okay. I think I need to go get me some chicken wire though. Okay, and these three things. Let me ask you about these. I'm gonna put the lids back on my paint though. Well, I'm real bad. I am so bad about doing this. And I want to make sure that the lids on there good, and they are. The lids are on there good and tight. I'm going to put my hammer down there. my simple green, which I absolutely love, y'all. It's cheap for a cleaner. And I'm not using cotton pads. Oh, I need to see if the cotton pads work better with the... But they work pretty good on a dirty old used baby wipe. Since I started using this, I don't use nearly the cotton pads or the baby wipes. Because one will do you, as I'm going to show you. And no, Simple Green does not sponsor me. They don't even know I exist. But it works, y'all. I don't know. Should I put this on brushes? Probably not, but let's see if it doesn't cut the paint. I know, hand sanitizer is... Oh, it is cutting that. Ooh. Oh my. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm going to get a baby wipe. I'm almost out of baby wipes again, though. I want to see if I can get most of it out. Because that's a good brush and I don't want to ruin it. I'm impressed with it, Simple Green. Okay. These I wanted to ask y'all about. I'm not going to do anything with them because I'm still not sure. I love the number 2, number 1, number 2, and number 3, but they need something. I am going to do this so I can go ahead and pull the, and I'll go ahead and clean them too, and I'll show you. This is all I do, and you do need to do this on anything that you're going to paint. That takes all the sticky and stuff off of there. You don't have any sticky residue left on these tags when you use the heat gun. And if they were one solid piece, they'd pull up as one solid piece, but these tags for some reason are cut. But they do come off much easier that way. Okay. I need to bring me a couple of old dish towels that are basically a bath towel that's worn out. I don't ever throw stuff like that away. That needs to be... Was that like that when I bought it? I don't think that was like that when I bought it. That needs to be fixed. How do we fix this, y'all? We may not fix this. I gotta get that back in there. Okay, get back in there. Let's look at the other ones. What do the other ones look like? Okay, they're inside of that. That needs to be hammered inside of that. Okay. I need to get it in there. Where's my hammer? I know that song is stuck inside my head. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer. Y'all hold your ears. Not hold your ears, cover your ears. Cover them again. I'm just pushing down on it, trying to get that. I got it in there. Okay, I got that done. Ooh-wee. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't like that there either. That is... What are those for? I swear I don't like that. Yeah, I know. I probably ruined it, and it's probably for something. But I don't like that metal sticking out. That's sharp. I don't want that on these. I don't want that in anything I'm going to sell. I like it better that way. Whether or not it's supposed to be that way, I don't know, and I don't care. I feel better about it being that way. Okay. That one's good. Nope, that's out too. Okay, cool. So we've got number 1, number 2, and number 3. And you'd be better off to get you a big old is the key, old rag to have down here than to have paper towels. But I don't have that down, so I'm going to just use a paper towel. And I'm going to go over this. And of course, they put that stuff the marker on there with the price. So I'm using my cotton pads and alcohol because that normally takes it off. And nope, it's not taking off. Oh, but wow, what's it taking off? Look what the alcohol's taking off of it, though. Are these stained to make them look old? Oh. I'm using alcohol because I think it's getting more of the actual dirt off. It is. Okay. And even though it's not getting the price off, that's okay. There's a lot of dirt on the handle. Okay. I'm going to let you see this. This was a new one. I dropped it. I wanted you to see the dirt the alcohol is getting off. If I paint these, the marker's not going to make a difference. If I do not paint these, I'm going to have to figure out how to get the marker off of there. Oh, there's the dirt that it took off. Okay. I could sand the marker off, but do I want to paint these and give them a totally distressed, or do I want to leave them this way, or do I want to paint them black and then just sand it where parts of this shows up and leave the handles the way they are? I really like the number 1, number 2, and number 3, and I know that's weird. I know that's weird. I don't know why I like it so much. But I do. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to try this. Okay, now once again, do I want a fan brush? Let's see if a fan brush. I don't know if I like the fan brush. Nope, nope. Don't want the fan brush. Okay. I want a flat brush. Okay. just leave it alone. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I like it. Much difference, do you see? But there is a little difference, so let's keep going with it. To me, this is more purple. We'll put Put a little bit. Get some dark. I need some water. Is this water? There's not any in it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play with it for just a couple minutes. And then if I don't like it, we're going to go on to the next one. I'm trying to save the number 1, number 2, number 3. And making it look a little different, but I cannot get the look I want. So I'll play with it for a couple more minutes. And then I think we'll probably just go on. And I'll probably just end up painting. Although that does look a little different. There's not much difference, okay? cannot, unless I just decide to paint them all black and start, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. So, I'm just removing the paint. Most of it's coming off. It doesn't matter if there's a little bit. It almost looks a little patinaed right there. So we'll move on. If y'all have an idea about these, do you think I should cover up the number 1, 2, and 3? Let me know. At least I got them all back together. Okay. I'm just going through all this stuff that I've got up here. Oh, it's caught. Okay. Now this right here, oh yeah, I've got paints everywhere. This right here, I think the only thing I'm gonna do to that, hold on a minute, let me get the paint up. This stuff goes a long way. Oh, Beth. I can tell I haven't been down here lately. You know, you sort of get in a groove when you don't do it for a while. You sort of lose that groove. Yeah, I don't want paint getting on the back of this because it's a really nice picture, and I'm hoping I'm not getting it on the back with my hands. Okay. No, I haven't. Okay. I think the only thing I'm going to do with this is to clean it up, and then put paper. Oh, no. See that? Oh my, that's dirty. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, that was really, really dirty. It didn't look dirty to me, but boy, when I put that on there and I started okay, the frame needs to be if I should staple or glue. I think I'm going to just staple it. That was my fault. I picked up on it too quickly. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I know it's not going to go anywhere because I stapled it, but I don't like those gaps. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to just fill in. Means I'm going to have to repaint the frame, but I don't want to repaint the whole thing, so what I'm going to do is just dry brush a little bit of color and I'll wait till tomorrow. Get some, yeah. Yeah, I told you were going to see bits and pieces. It's all the process. Yeah, I'm going to get what I don't need. It will take out and leave it right in where it needs to go. I'll get that out in a minute. And then when I paint it, it will look full and it'll look more finished, because this is a really pretty embroidery print. And I will put the paper on the back. It's not a print, it's actually true embroidery. I said a print, but it's not a print. Is it cross stitch or embroidery? It's embroidery. Well, that's cross. You know, I have a hard time with some of these. Most of them I can tell right off. But some of it looks like cross stitch and some of it looks like embroidery, so I don't know. I think it's cross stitch though. Now that I look at it closer. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up and let that dry overnight, and then do a dry brush on the frame. Okay. Okay, we had this ugly old thing. And it's nasty looking. It is. Okay, let me put this up. I think I already washed this off once. Because it looked really nasty. And I did wash it off. And nothing really came off. Well, it's coming off. Oh, that's a... Oh, there's something missing there. I was trying to poke the nails back, but well, that's okay. I am not going to heat this up because I know it's going to stink if I do. So I'm going to just scrape it off. Okay. I need something a little bit sharper, I think, than this. Let's see if that will work. Okay, so we got that nasty stuff off. Took the wheels off. Oh, now I can get the door off. Now let's go ahead and take the wheel off of here. No, I can't get them, so what I'm going to do, okay. Okay. That's cool. So I'm going to have to do the same thing. That's a staple. Will they just come out? Oh, they will. Oh, that's cool. Okay. It's not nails I'm doing this for, it's just the wood. Okay, I am going to have to, all the nails are out of that. Okay. I am going to have to, I don't want those in there. Okay. I want that left in there. I don't want. I want that to lay flat though, so I need to. Okay. So I got those pieces ready to reuse. Once again, we are going to do this before we start sanding it down, because I want to make sure it's good and clean. And I'm going to have fun with this. Is it an expensive piece? No, it's not. But it's a piece where you can have fun with and do your own thing. Just because you had to pay $8 for this from the Dollar General store, but I think it was 2014, doesn't mean you can't turn it into something worthwhile now. Okay. clean. I'm going to take a coarser sandpaper. This is a 120. And then you put my mask on. This is the mask that I'm putting on. And I have glasses on, but if you don't wear glasses, I would suggest when you're doing this, you put goggles on to protect your eyes, because this can definitely pop up when you're sanding. And I'm going to texture this so it does not have to be smooth. I'm just trying to get all the yucky stuff off of it. And I just saw a spot where it definitely needs to be stapled or okay, I'm trying to get all that glue. I wonder if the staple will go through this. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go through metal. Nope, it won't go through metal. Okay. Then we're going to have to Okay, let's try this. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try it. Got it all over my hands. Nope. It did over there. But it didn't. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, that stuff stinks, so. I'm holding it down with the hammer. Wowzer. Well, it's down. Now I've got to get the super glue off my finger somehow. I got it off with something. Oh, last time I got it on there. And I don't remember now what it was. That I used. But it did get it off of there. It may have been hand sanitizer. Dawn didn't work. Is Simple Green gonna work? Uh-oh. What was that? Something fell. I just don't know what. I think Simple Green's working, y'all. Look. Look at that. It is. It's dissolving it. Oh, wow. Okay. That's crazy. Just a little piece left right there. Wow. Can you see it, y'all? And I'm telling you, super glue is not easy to get off. That stuff with the spray activator. I hate the way it feels. It's like you've got something that's not supposed to be there. One more little tiny spot right there. Wow, okay. I'm really impressed with this simple green. Okay, and I still have my mask on, which I am so thankful I do have. Oh, my glasses just fell off of me though. Okay. We are going to get all this stuff up. Okay, I'm going to get a clean one now. Okay, now what color to paint this? Part of me says, okay, I'm going to take the mask off because I am sweating up underneath it, and y'all just bear with me. Real life here. I had to blow my nose. Okay. Let's see, what color do I want to paint it? Do I want to go? Yeah, I'm looking at my terracotta paints over here. We're going to use this color. We're going to see what that color does on here. And I'm going to use a chippy brush, I think. What did I do with my brushes? Oh, they're right in front of me. Oh, Beth. Yeah, I am just slapping on a coat of this just to get it down. Chippy brush may not have been the best because they just lose their bristles so bad. This is just the first coat. I will probably have to put about 3 coats on this. Now this is going to be sealed, so this could go outside on a porch, up underneath a porch, but it would not be weatherproof enough to set in a tree out in the weather. I think it'd be cute to have a little plant with a little bird perched in the front. And I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of this on this. I can sand that off of the hanger. A lot of this is just going to be painting the first coat. Moving on, but you're seeing a lot of the prep work, which I think is just as important. Okay, and we're gonna go hang that up somewhere. Okay, put this up somewhere. Oh, hung it up. Okay, cool. This is just to give it, that's the front. Okay, I'm just doing the front because the back's going to be glued. I'll do the front and the sides. And this is just a base coat. We're not leaving it this color. It's just to give it the first coat to cover up what is already there. And this is a thick paint, a textured paint. And that's the reason why I'm using it, because it's going to cover up all the stuff that we want it to cover up. And I'm not being careful with the way I'm putting this on, because this is just the cover coat. But try not to get any brush. These chippy brushes are great because they're cheap, but they do shed really, really bad. Okay, let me go put that up somewhere to let it dry. Okay, I'm going to run over here and grab this. I'm going to get this painted. Saw it over here and now I can't find it. Oh, great. There's a corner shelf. Oh, there it is. Also do this. This done. I hope y'all can see this. I'm not slowing down. But maybe the paint. I don't really want to do too much to that. I want to paint it red. But I do want to clean it. So I'm going to just spray it all down. And make sure that it's clean. I'm trying to figure out how to get it more sturdy. which means me doing this, we're not going to be able to put the paint on it right away. But I'm trying to get glue down in there. Yeah, this is gonna have to, this is old. This is really, really old. Yep. Well, it fell. That's not gonna help. Maybe that will help. Yep. Yeah, it's not. It's not sticking good right there. Oh, I know what I have to do. The glue ever decides to come back up. I lost my paintbrush. Okay. Let me get another little bitty one that I don't mind using for glue. Okay. Oh goodness, I can't even break masking tape now. And there it goes. Okay. I'm pushing the glue down in the crack. I'm not just, I'm trying to get it down in. And then of course I'll clean it up after. That's about the best I can get. So we're going to put that over to let that dry and grab something else. Okay, here we go. We're going to paint this red for right now. Basically, because I want to check this out. And I got to get these little things off of it. How do you get the little tabby things? I've never had paint that had those things on there. Oh, this is going to be fun. I need a screwdriver or something. Oh, I just knocked something down. They ship this, that's why it's so dented. I need a flat head. Or a quarter. I normally use a quarter to get paint open. I'm going to have to stir this. I know I'm going to have to stir this. How long is this video? Oh, good gracious. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, that's a gorgeous red. Oh, my word. Okay, I'm impressed. Oh, my word, I'm impressed with this paint. This is Rust-Oleum chalk, y'all. Look at that red. It's showing up more orangey in there, and there's no orange. This is pure red. I don't know why it's showing up orangey. I wish it wasn't, because it's a gorgeous color. I'm just using the paint off the lid right now. And this is going to take a couple of coats. I'm going into the paint in the jar, and there's a little lip on the bottom, and that's what I'm hanging on to. And I'm gonna, yeah, there they go. Okay. Probably should have sanded this box down, but oh well. We're going to be putting enough stuff on there, it's not going to matter. And I am going to paint the hardware on this piece. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like to leave the hardware alone, but if I want to put a metal color on top of it when it dries, I can put either the silver or the gold, or even bronze or copper, depending on how this is going to look when it's done. This is just a base coat. And I'm using a fairly large brush, and then I'll go back in with a smaller brush and get around the edges. I'm not going to waste my time trying to get it in the corner with this brush. What I can't get fairly easy with this, I will get with a smaller brush. And you don't really have to worry about how you're putting this on. I'm trying not to put it on too heavy. I guess this is going to be video 1 of at least 2. The next video I'll do tomorrow, and it will be tomorrow. It will be me trying to finish up all the little things from tonight. I'm going back and forth. If I just need a little paint, well, I'm going to be able to get it all with this brush. That's sort of surprising. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the corners good with it, but I am. It's gone in the corners really well. It's a good brush, actually. It's a really good brush. Okay. Then I go back and make sure that I don't have a bunch. It is almost dry, and I want to dry the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to dry the bottom. I want to paint the bottom to get this totally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help it along. And thankfully, this paint does not smell, even when you're putting heat on it. Oh, I like this Rust-Oleum, y'all. First time using their chalk paint. Look at how much. We'll see how durable it is. Okay. And as you can see, it goes on really, really well. I'm not having any issue, and I've put this paintbrush in the thing once. And of course, I'm putting a thin coat on. going to set this over for it to dry really good. I'm looking for something else to get, y'all. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. We're gonna get the paint on this. I probably shouldn't paint this with this chalk paint, but I want to. I want it red. I should probably use the Dixie Belle and get it to crackle, but maybe I'll try it with this instead. But I got to get the first coat on. I think I'm getting paint all over my shirt. I love this shirt, and I've ruined it by wearing it. I'm not one to buy a bunch of clothes. I never have been. And I definitely don't spend a whole lot of money on clothes. I'd rather buy crafting supplies. But every once in a while, I'll have my favorite pair of jeans or my favorite pair of t-shirts. It's not pair, but a favorite t-shirt. And I actually have one of my favorite t-shirts on right now and my favorite pair of jeans, which, by the way, I bought at the thrift store. I can't remember when I bought a brand new pair of blue jeans. I can't stand new blue jeans. They feel so uncomfortable on me. I want them already worn. And I'm too cheap to pay the big money for the kind you can buy that feel already worn but are brand new. And this is not going to be solid red either. Okay, this is just the base. But you got to start with something. And I can tell you it's all going to be distressed. Because it's vintage. I may crackle this one, actually. And I'm just putting the paint on here any other way. I want to make sure it's not gloppy. I want to make sure that there's not, you know, which if I miss a spot that is, I can sand it down. So it's not, you know, don't stress. Enjoy the process. And I wish I could enjoy the process here, but I am stressing a little bit because it's getting so close. And I went by the Vintage Warehouse today with Ashley because she wanted to put a few more purses because she got some purses made. And so I went and I looked at, and she's pretty much out of there. She's got some, but you know, she's pulling the stuff out. Now the two things I bought from her are still totally full. And the one thing that I was hoping was going to be left there that was in her booth. Evidently belongs to the warehouse, and they decided that they wanted to use it, so I don't get to use it. Which sometimes I don't understand that, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm glad I found out now, because I thought it was staying in the booth. I had asked about it 2 weeks ago. But, you know, it is what it is. And I haven't forgotten y'all. I am going to take you up there. I'm going to do a video. I don't know, I was real excited about getting that booth, but after the last couple of times I've been in there, I don't know. I just sense something off. And that normally doesn't lie. So, I don't know. The people in there, the other vendors, oh my word, they're so sweet. I've met a couple of them. And oh, they are just super sweet. Okay, well, I got the first coat on there. Slopping it all over the place. And we are going to dry it off a little bit so I can move it and let it dry overnight, so where it's good and dry. Yep. I just want to dry it enough so I can pick it up. Oh, I think that's good enough. I'm running out of places to put this stuff, though. That is the problem. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to show you what I got from Temu, and then we're going to end the video because it is... I know, I didn't finish anything. I understand that. That's why there's going to be at least two videos to this. I am going to do this right here, y'all. This bothers me. I do not like my paint cans or my jars with paint. And I don't like it when paint gets down in there, because what happens, it makes it harder for it to come off of there. So I'm going to try to clean this up just a little bit. I know I can't get all the paint out of there because it's bent, but I can get some of it. Oh, I need to get a clean one. Let me get... And yes, I do that to make sure that it's sealed. And it is. I'll get this off of here. Oh, is this going to stain? I guess better me finding that out than you. You may have already known it. No, it's coming off. I really cannot. I mean, the more I use that, the more it amazes me how well that works. And I'm going to get back to resin, y'all. There's things that I want to do, and I will be doing polyurethane and mixed mold. I'm going to go by and get me some mixed mold tomorrow from Hobby Lobby because I got to go out to Michael's anyway. And we're going to be using the Bone Crafter 10-minute cure resin probably tomorrow to do some things to put on some of these things that I'm putting the paint on. And instead of clay, I'm going to use the 10-minute because I can take it out while it's still soft and mold it to. Look, I just want you to see this. Now how red that is, and it is not staying on there. With this stuff right here, it's coming off. That's amazing. I'm just going to wrap this, and I'm going to take it in there in just a minute when I'm through the video. And I am going to clean them then. I do have to get this off my hands before I touch the Temu stuff though. I am showing you this because I've got layers and layers and layers of glue and paint. And I expect my nails to pop off. As strong as this stuff is about getting everything off, Fred's going to take the glue right off my nails too. We'll see. I normally can't get my hands that clean with just a baby wipe. Now I'm over here doing my nails because I didn't see how much paint I had on the front side of my hands. Okay, here we go. I think they're clean enough. As long as, oh, look up underneath. Look at that. That's okay. I just want to make sure that there's nothing that can get on this side. Let's see. I'm pulling red up, so. Okay, and there's not much in the Temu haul. I got a black mesh wire hanging thing. It's upstairs. I took it out to show Ashley, and I forgot to bring it down here. It's going to the booth, and I'll show you the video tomorrow. And also, on the video tomorrow, I will be drawing from the picker for the giveaway for the Flix rubber from Bond Crafter. So if you've not gone on that video, not this video, but my last video where there's a giveaway, because Bond Crafter sent me a bunch of stuff, bless their heart. They're very generous, and I do plan on trying to get to oh my, this is driving me nuts right here. I'm gonna try. There is wood filler in here, there is paint, there is glue, there is you name it, I got it. Up underneath, I think part of the wood filler, it has dried. Yeah, some of the wood filler has dried. I'm gonna have to get something to scrape that out with. But it's actually amazing. But anyway, back to what's important, not my nails. So if you've not watched that video, go watch that video and do what you need to do to win that Flix rubber kit from Bond Crafter. I'm the one that's paying to ship it out. Oh, and by the way, somebody asked if it was open to people outside the USA, and I told that person that I would check on the shipping. If I could keep it under $20, I'd open it up to everybody. Sadly and regrettably, it weighs over a pound. And because it weighs over a pound, to ship it outside the United States, it would cost, because of the tariffs and everything, it would cost $39 to ship that box to the UK. And I think it was $42 to Australia. And so I just can't do that. I could have done 20, but I can't, and I am so very sorry. I try twice a year to do an open international giveaway with a digital gift card to Amazon for everyone. But stuff that has any weight to it, it's just so ridiculously high to mail, and I hate it, and I wish it wasn't like that. Okay, so regrettably, it is only, the Flix rubber giveaway is only for the US. I told them that I would answer on this video, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. You know that I did that one print with these postcards, and it was the churches, and it just sort of fell together. I love these things, and I've got several of them, and I have plans for them. And I didn't mean to get 2 of these, but that's okay. I have more coming. This is just like, look at that. Just, oh, I can imagine doing pictures. I can imagine doing a collage with several of these in it. I love these prints. I can imagine, I'll show you. I can imagine taking this right here and do a white distress and putting them in here. And I'm just, you know, just to give you some kind of idea on what it could look like. And think about it being distressed white. These cards are so versatile, and they're heavy duty. They're postcards, and they can go right in up underneath glass. And if you had a 5x7 frame, you would have an instant picture. So yes, these are one of my favorite things that I've gotten lately from Temu. And I got 2 packs of those, which I don't have any problem with at all. Look at the chicken. I've got a chicken. Oh, I've got a chicken. Wait a minute. What I do with it? I got a chicken. What I do with it? I got a chicken. Should I do it? I think I like it better this way. I don't like it up here. See that? No. But I think I don't know. Should I? I only have one, so I don't want to. Let me see if I can get it. No, I can't, and I don't want to mess it up. No, I want it behind the screen. But then it looks weird behind the screen, like the chicken's in the house. So, no. Okay. But I have a chicken. Alright. Oh, I don't know. Ooh. Maybe that? No, that should go up there, right? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I love these cards. Okay, and y'all are going to laugh at that one. Ashley says, oh, Mom. Maybe for Halloween. I said, oh, no. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see if it... Okay, this is just like that one. So I'm not going to show you. This is the one that Ashley said, oh, no. I don't know why it freaks her out. Old photos, frame them. I think these will sell in the vintage mall. Oh, yeah. And, can I find it? I may have put it up somewhere. Let me see if I can find it real fast. No, I had a frame that I made. It was gold. And I had to move it out of the way to do this. But I don't know where I moved it to. Oh, I got some macrame at the Dollar Tree today for planners. Nope, I don't see the frame. Oh, pooh hiss. I was going to show you how it fit in there. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll make sure that I pull the frame. But there's a bunch of different, and it's all old-timey photographs. But yeah, I got these specifically to put in 5x7 frames that I make myself and put them in the booth. I paid $3.53 for 20 of these. It's a good deal. This is the best deal on L brackets. I know, because I have been searching, and I have L brackets, and I need these for the booth. And they're not the real big ones, but they're not the real little ones either, and they come with the little screws. Somewhere in here, I saw them. Oh, right here. The screws are attached to the bag. Okay, and then the rest of it, of course, is clay stuff, which we're not going to play with tonight, but I can show it to you. These I'm excited about. Well, that's weird. What? Okay. The letters. Look at the little stamps to cut out all the letters. That I'm excited about trying. Does that look like 52 though? Oh, well, we'll do this later. I hope it is. Okay. And then I have the cowboy boot and the hat that's together, but these are separate. And also, this is what I like. You got the left ear and you got the right ear. That's how the cutter should come, y'all. Not the same facing the same. You really don't want that. So you want to look for pairs where it looks like the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, these are the boots and the hats, and the hats I would put up here and the boots would dangle from the hats. And then of course I had to have the cat, but these are the wrong cat. They're supposed to be the splat cat. Not these cats, they're supposed to be the splat cat. They sent me the wrong cat. I'm almost sure. Let me go to Temu. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I think I've got a pair of those. I'm almost positive it's the splat cat. Okay. No, it's not. Okay, did I order a set of splat cuts? And another one? See, that's the bad thing about when you got so many orders. Nope. Maybe I looked at them and thought I was getting them. Nope. Alright. That's why I check, because I don't want to tell you off something wrong. This is what I ordered. And then it's got the little cat face too. Okay. And then I think they're very similar to the ones I got off Etsy. But I think they're a little bit smaller. And those are the bookmark page markers for books. Boy, this is big. These are big. Both of these are big. So, I don't know. But we'll try them. Not tonight, but we'll try them. And then this is cool. If it works. I don't like the fact it doesn't have the thing for the holes, but it does 2 different size beads, and you're supposed to be able to put the clay. I don't think that works, but we'll try it when we're doing the rest of this stuff and see. And that is it. That was everything that I got from Temu. It was not very big. And I have several more coming, and I have Etsy orders coming. And I have so much to do, I have a hard time deciding on what I want to do. And y'all didn't let me know about this. I asked y'all to tell me if you thought I should paint it. Amy, you're not watching my videos anymore. If you catch my video, you know who I'm talking about. Let me know if you think I should paint this or not. Part of me says yes, and part of me says no. So, I don't know. Let me know. Okay. Yep, a 3-hour video. I was able to make a 3-hour video and not finish anything. That's what you're going to find here with me. I just bring you along as I'm crafting, and I'm trying to get so much done. And I've not even touched the main things yet. We'll get these done tomorrow. It's probably going to be a long video tomorrow too, because I want to get what I started tonight done tomorrow. And then the next video, we're going to hit the polymer clay again a little bit. And then the next one is either going to be mold making, or it's going to be mixed to mold. Because I need some mixed to mold stuff too. So, and we'll try the Bondcraft or 10-minute polyurethane tomorrow when we finish these pieces up, because I need some things to go on them. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and being a part of my new booth chaos, because that's what it is. And thank you so much for being a part of this community. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I do want to do a shout out again to all my members. I'm not going to name y'all individually right now. But I have 19, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. We will have a members only video coming up. I know you had a throw-in one, and it was a long one, but that wasn't the actual crafting one. So we will have one coming up. It may be, you know, toward the end of the month. I'm not sure, but I will make sure that we get that video up. And I'm hoping maybe with me feeling a little bit better, we can catch each other on Discord, because we still haven't done that. And I'm hoping to get that started. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to do the drill. You know I do it every time because it's so important. We have to. It's the only way that any YouTuber stands a chance of keeping their channel and growing it. We have to depend on y'all. You're the one that either keeps us or you know, we disappear. We can do our thing, but if y'all don't do your thing, it's not going to matter what we do. I'm going to ask you to hit that thumbs up like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It's free. The subscribe to the channel doesn't cost you a thing. Don't confuse that with the members only, which is $4.99. I'd love to have you over there too. But if you've not subscribed, please do so. Just hit the subscribe button. And also, hype works. It's wonderful. Leaving a comment is also very important. The 3 most important things to help support any YouTube channel is watching it all the way through. If you watch it for the first 5 minutes and you turn it off, it tells YouTube, nope, it's not any good. They stop. They don't put it out to any extra people. That's what happens. So the most important thing is when you turn the video on, even if you can't watch it, if you let it run through, even if you're not watching it, turn the sound down. If you're going to bed, just let it run through, because it really does hurt a YouTube channel, any YouTube channel, if you turn a video on and 5 minutes later you turn it off. It does. That's the first and most important thing right there, is to watch it all the way through. Number 2 is to hit that thumbs up. Thumbs down is bad. It is bad. Some people think it doesn't matter. It does most definitely matter. The thumbs up button is good. Thumbs down is bad. That's number 2. Number 3 is leaving a comment. Yep, number 3 is leaving the comment. Leaving a comment after liking and watching it tells YouTube, okay, well, they liked it well enough, they watched the whole thing. They must really like it because they hit the like button. Well, wow, they're really active and involved. There's something going on because they even left a comment. This is how the algorithm thinks. The 4th and most important thing, the 4th one, is to hit that subscribe button. It's not the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, but it is important. But it's not as important as the first 3. The 5th one would be the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, it doesn't matter anyway. Hit the notification bell, because what happens if you don't hit that notification bell is YouTube doesn't notify you that I've got a new video, or any YouTuber that they've got a new video out. For some reason, you decide to start watching other things besides what you used to watch. Well, I won't show up in your recommended anymore. I won't even be there. And some people will assume, oh, she doesn't have a video up. That's not true. That just means that it's not in your algorithm anymore. So you're not going to see it. It's not going to be recommended to you. So if you're not subscribed, or if you don't have the notification bell pushed, you won't know. So that's why those 2 things are really important. The 6th most important thing is sharing. But if you share it to somebody who's not into that YouTube channel stuff, you do more harm than good. So only share it to people who's going to like the video. If you're sharing it just to be sharing it, you're doing more harm than good. So don't share it. Just share it to the people that Because if you send, because it's all about the algorithm, and I know it's crazy. But say you send it to somebody, you share it to somebody that has no interest in arts and crafts at all, but you share it because you're trying to be supportive. Kudos. I think it's wonderful that you're trying to be supportive. But then that person thinks, well, okay, they sent me the share. Let me go see how, what's going on. They come over, they open up the video, they think, arts and crafts, I'm not into this. What am I doing over here? They watch it for 60 seconds and then they turn it off. YouTube's algorithm is saying, oh, something's wrong. Can't keep the interest. 60 seconds into the video, they're turning it off. So that's how it will hurt if you don't watch it all the way through, and if you share it to somebody who's going to cut it off and not watch it all the way through because they're really not into it. Sharing's important, but only to people you know that's going to like the video. And I've never done this. I've never broke it down for y'all. But I thought maybe it was important for y'all. Because, if you're not a YouTube creator, you have no idea. I mean, thinking about the algorithm before I started this, I wouldn't given it a second thought. And I have to be honest, before I started being a creator, I watched bukus of YouTube channels without ever hitting like, commenting, or anything else. Now, I did know if I liked them to subscribe. I wanted to be subscribed, so if I wanted to find that channel again, I knew to go under my subscriptions so I could always find it. So I did always subscribe to, and after the first video, I knew if I wanted to subscribe. I knew if I, so I did always do that, but it took me a long time to understand the concept of liking, and I am not sure about the hype. I did not bring the hype up in that category. I know it's important, but I don't know how important, and I don't know exactly what the hype button. I know it does something good. I'm just not quite sure, so I didn't bring that up or mention it because I really don't know what to tell you about that, other than what I just did. Alrighty, I am going to quit talking. I'm going to end this now. And I'm going to go upstairs and probably go to bed. I've got a full day tomorrow, and then I'm going to come home and I'm going to do another video. I want to get this stuff finished. And I've got a shelf that I have to build, and I have a pallet wall I have to build, and I have furniture I have to paint. And I'm running out of time because I have about 8 days to get this all done. You think I'm going to get it done? Let me know in the comments. Thank y'all so much again. Don't forget, the winner of the giveaway will be announced tomorrow on the video. And so if you've not watched that about the Flix rubber, that's my last video. Not this one, but my last one. Go watch it and do what it tells you to do to be entered if you're interested in that. Alrighty, thank you so much. I hope y'all have a fantastic night. I hope you're staying warm. If you are in the middle of what is headed toward us, I hope you're going to enjoy the snow, and I hope and pray you do not get ice. We have them, they're telling us that we can get anywhere from 5 to 13 inches of snow. If we get 13 inches of snow, that's going to be the first time and probably, I don't know, 30 years? 35 years? I don't think that's going to happen. But I did watch Ryan Hall on YouTube. I trust Ryan Hall. I do trust him. And I do watch him. If I got any questions, I don't watch my local. I watch Ryan Hall on YouTube. Alrighty. Again, thank you so much. And thank you for being so supportive. I love all of y'all. And I feel so blessed, and I just want to say a big thank you again, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.